James, it's your Uncle Pat. Or just Pat. Or maybe it's Doodles. Gonna be honest with you, I'm recording this message 2 days before you're born, so I have no idea what you're gonna be calling me by the time you're old enough to watch and understand this. My hunch is for a while it's just gonna be gurgling sounds and pointing. I gotta tell you, James, you're a lucky little guy. Your parents have been my best friends for a really long time, and if they love you half as much as they love each other, well, then they'll love each other twice as much as they love you, because that's what happens when... Never mind. Not important. What is important is that I have to tell you, you are going to be just about the most loved kid in the history of kids being loved. So having told you that, I can tell you this. The world is a scary place. By now, you're probably old enough to know what happened in Boston the week you were born. It was a scary time full of uncertainty because a bad guy had done bad things, but James, bad things only get beat by love, and the fact that you're lucky enough to be Matt and Brittany Cram's son means you get a heck of a set of armor in the world. It's okay to be scared of things. I'll let you in on a little secret. Even your dad gets scared sometimes. But you're gonna be fine, because you have each other, and you love each other, and nothing can break that. No matter how many bad guys do how many bad things. But I don't want to talk about bad things. I want to talk about how excited I am to finally meet you. And I hope that by the time you're old enough to understand what I'm saying to you, we won't live 15 hours apart, and then I don't have to leave you messages on YouTube and Facebook, and I can tell you these things to your face. I can also tell you all kinds of other things, like embarrassing stories about your parents. Like the night your mom was being very silly and drew on my foot. Or when your dad pretended to be a superhero and got us kicked off the roof of a parking garage in Orlando. Or how the photographer at your parents' wedding made us jump so many times our feet hurt and we could barely walk to the ceremony. And I can tell you a lot of other stories, but let's wait till you're older for some of those. Your parents are so excited to have you in their lives, and I hope you understand how fortunate that of all the parents in the world, you get to have them. We're all excited too. Me, your Aunt Malia, or whatever you're going to call her, Robert, Connie, John, Melissa, Kevin, Jason, Sean, Lisa, Joanna, Brian, Joey. And that's not even going into your actual blood family, your grandmas and grandpas and your Aunt Het and your Aunt Nikki, all your great aunts, your great uncles, your second cousins twice removed. You're already so loved and you haven't even breathed on your own yet. So how could anything scary ever get you down? Just promise me that you're going to listen to your mom and dad. Even when it sounds like they don't know what they're talking about. And honestly, there will probably be times where they don't, but they're trying. They're trying really hard, so if you're watching this as a surly, rebellious teenager, knock it off. Be grateful for what you have, and don't take it for granted. Oh, hey, if you could start working on impressions or something, or take some acting classes, because if the first 5 years of StrangeLook has taught us anything, it's that we really like people who are willing to be silly in front of a camera. And yes, I'm operating under the assumption that StrangeLook is still around, and YouTube, I guess. And yes, I'm also assuming we're all still broke. Then again, maybe you're watching this from the penthouse your dad bought you from the payday we all got from Star Wars Episode 10, Ask the Rancor. Stranger things have happened, but not many. Because that would be really strange. Anyway, James, I can't wait to meet you in 2 months or so, in my time. And I can't wait to keep bonding with you in whatever time you're getting around to watching this. I love your dad like he's my brother, and I love your mom like she's my sister, and we're all gonna love you like the adorable little baby you are. Or probably will be. I mean, maybe you get born and you've got a horn or something, and a knife. But hey, even little monster babies need love too, right? How much shorter would horror movies be if the creature was just sufficiently loved as a child? Think about that one for a while. But anyway, buddy, have fun out there. Be a kid. Build a city out of Lego and go stomping through it like Godzilla. Just don't do it barefoot, because that's going to hurt a lot. Take one of your mom's laundry baskets and use Tinker Toys or something to make arms and eyes and a tail so you can pretend you're operating a big puppet like Jabba the Hutt was before he was CGI. Not that I, would know anything about doing that. It just sounds like something really cool to do. Okay. I've rambled on too long, which I'm sure comes as a shock to you, so I'm going to stop myself here. Just whatever it is you're doing, keep doing it. Because I'm sure your parents have you going in the right direction. And if you ever need more embarrassing stories about them, I'm your man. Love you, buddy. Take care.